Hey everyone, this is writing blog number 37. As some of you know, I'm currently reading The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, and it's really coming at a perfect time in my life. I still have some questions though, and so when I woke up this morning, I decided to ask those questions in the form of a poem. Um, so here goes. It's called Dear Mr. Tolle. Dear Mr. Tolle, I'm writing to let you know that I'm reading your book. I'm writing to let you know that your book is changing my life. The watcher now is seeing this typing. The unconscious self now is fighting my growing. I see now the power of discernment, the little voice that says, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, and the voice that says, nothing is okay. The latter seems easier to believe these days, as I force myself to push out my beliefs from fears, the fear of losing someone very special to me. The process has thus far been this. I look at my phone. Nothing. I look through photos. Nothing. I reach out to him. Nothing. Panic ensues. I begin to wonder about friends, about roommates, about coworkers, about projects, about the past, knowing the future is going fast. I hush my frantic thoughts. I breathe. I recognize the feelings as stemmed from thoughts. Remind myself that I am not these thoughts. I feel what I'm feeling. I find that I'm receiving nothing. I step my feet back into the past to look for something to compare to, looking for a way to categorize love. The images flash in and out as I fight the dark. A flash of us slow dancing and crying joy in my kitchen. Flashes of us rushing through Walmart aisles on a scavenger hunt. Flashes of us sitting in a movie theater laughing at gore. Flashes of us taking lunchtime rendezvous into his bedroom. Flashes of us shuffling through a dusty underworld. Flashes of us listening to gunshots and jumping into a hot spring. Flashes of us comparing our size to that of a redwood. Flashes of us loading film, clicking away, and hearing the rewind. Flashes of us writing our shared dreams and posting them to a bulletin board. Flashes of us admitting our fears of being loved, of being hurt. Flashes of him saying there was no end, only ways to make it work. Flashes of him surprising me at work, surprising me with lunch. Flashes of him driving up, dressed in spiffy, ready to impress. Flashes of him sending me messages, poems, us writing songs. Flashes of him saying that he could die right now and be happy. Flashes of making love in a park, a cemetery, on a rock, in a lake, under the stars. No. Back to the page. A flash of us reveling under Joshua Tree stars. No. Back to the page. A flash of blue lights crying my love to him over shoegaze. No. Back to this page. A flash of him grabbing my hand for the first time down a festival street. No. Back to this page. A flash of being held in the hospital room. Through tears that want to break through, I force them down, telling myself that I shouldn't mourn the past. The past is nothing, even though it feels like something. Something huge is leaving my body, an emptiness in my chest, because I gave away what was there. Or is it just that I gave away my pain as I go through this process to transmutate it back to a whole me? The flashes begin again as lightning strikes through an eerie blackness. Flashes of roaring screams and a spiteful laughter. Flashes of feeling my strings being tugged at and my buttons pushed. Flashes of safety words not used, promises not kept. Flashes of loving emails sent to the wrong girl. Flashes of rushing through the accounts like a tornado. Flashes of money being sucked out of my pocket and energy out of my body. Flashes of giving, and being taken for granted. Flashes of hurting, and apologizing like my life depended on it. Flashes of being pushed over the edge, jumping over the edge, begging him to fly off the ledge and be with me and never look back. No, get back to these keys. Flashes of nightmares of who he was with. No, get back to these keys. Flashes of worrying where he was last night. No, get back to these keys. Flashes of interpreting a conversation as something more. No, get back to these keys. Flashes of the worst intentions, the most hurtful statements, the most manipulative lies. Then I tell myself, longing for the past is insane. Worrying about the future is insane. Letting my mind run my heart is insane. I can't predict the future, but I do know where I am now. Now I am sitting in my bed. Now my fingers are on these keys. Now I am alone. Now I am alive. And that's okay. It has to be. I don't know what's going to be. All that I know is that I have to be. This being thing is really hard, though. Making friends with my pain. I wonder, how long is this going to take? I wondered for a moment if really I was only finding pleasure from this man. But then I remember how hard it's been. How painful it's been to trust someone who hasn't earned it, who hasn't made me feel loved. Yet, when I think on him, without the clouds in the way, I know that it is love. Mr. Tolle, please tell me this, that this whole enlightenment thing will help me to accept love even when it's not returned, that this whole way out of pain thing will teach me to quiet the demons, stop worrying about who he's with, why he doesn't call, why he's hot and cold, why he's not forthcoming, and just let this pure love flow. I feel like I'm in spirituality boot camp. I feel like I have two choices. I can strap on my boots and trudge through the mud, on my belly and up over a ramp, grab a rope, and swing all the way through. At the end, I may not win the race and get the prize my heart desires. But because of the struggle, the sprinting through time, dropping down and giving 20, the dodging of demonic bullets, the hot rope burns on my palms, the splashes of crap being splashed in my face. Perhaps then, I'll win something my soul needs, for the better of a better end. Or I could let go, save myself from the pain of not getting what I'm working for, save myself from lying there next to him feeling a million miles away, and train solo for a while with no one there to challenge me, except myself with me. The first requires more stamina. The latter requires more courage. Tell me, Mr. Tolle, which would you choose?